Hi everyone! Today we're reviewing the album Skills and Pills by Till Lindemann. This album is from 2015 and it features only Till Lindemann on vocals, and all the instrumentation is done by another person which I don't know the name of. And let me start off by saying this album is not that great. There are some songs that I genuinely do like, but the majority of the songs are not as good as the songs that I like. The gap in quality is just too big. For example, we start with the title track, Skills and Pills, which is actually one of the best songs on this album, songwriting wise and also music wise. The song is about using drugs, Viagra, all the things that just you don't need to worry about when you're a normal person. I really like the chorus in this song, unlike all the other choruses in this entire album, but this chorus is actually quite good. But the overall sound of this entire album is very clunky and very big and overproduced. Once we go to the second track, Ladyboy. Oh wow, the sun is right in my face. But Ladyboy is a perfect example of Till Lindemann's stone cold English. It's basic to the point where it's just blatant obvious what he's trying to reference. It's not that witty at all, it's not sexy, it's nothing of that contents, and pretty much this entire album is just sex based, and it becomes vulgar at times, but not in a good way. It becomes so unnecessarily unfunny. On the track Fat, for example, he explains that he only likes to fuck fat women. The track Fish On is actually one of my favorites. It has a good chorus, it has a good musical passage in it as well, and for the English content, the English songwriting, it's actually pretty decent. It's listenable, unlike other tracks, because Till's English is just the worst to listen to. It almost breaks the entire album off. Because of Till's bad English, this entire album is just unlistenable at times. If you love Till Lindemann and if you love Rammstein, you might like some of these songs, like I did, but if you don't like any of that, then this album is a big no for you. The following two tracks, Children of the Sun and Home Sweet Home, are just throwaway tracks. They add nothing to the entire album and are basically just as bad as Fat is. The next track, Cowboy, that's another example of a bad written song and bad English by Till. Service level, stone cold, basic English. It's just not that great. And then the tracks Golden Shower, Yukon and That's My Heart are just another three basic tracks that add nothing to the entirety of the album and are just not necessary. The track Praise Aboard is a kind of a weird track, but what is weird in this album? I mean, he sings about fucking fat women and taking pills and drugs and everything, so him praising aboard is nothing really out of the extraordinary. All in all, I would say this album is kind of the worst thing Till Lindemann has ever done. And that's saying something, because all of his stuff up until this point was pretty decent to okay, and sometimes even great. But this album is just leagues worse than whatever he did in the past. In my opinion, Till should stick to German vocals that suit him much better. And I'm betting on the fact that if this album was sung in German, it would have sounded 10 times better. So my rating for this album will be a 4 out of 10. So if you enjoyed this review, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon in the next video. Also, don't forget to check out my Muse album review of Will of the People once it comes out.